Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the January month. Session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First question is, in December, RBI extended the deadline for the implementation of instructions regarding the penal charges in loan accounts to dash. So the deadline for the implementation of the instructions regarding the penal changes in loan accounts has been extended to which date? It is 1st of April 2024. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, name the bank that has recently launched a new scheme called Inspire for senior citizens. So this Inspire, right? This is a new scheme that was launched by which bank? It was launched by Bandhan Bank. Inspire, correct? And it is designed to cater the specific needs and aspirations of senior citizens. Senior citizens here means 60 years plus of age above, correct? And the monthly average balance here should be 1 lakh rupees for premium saving account and 25,000 rupees for advantage saving account. Next, Norwegian Grandmaster and world number 1 Magnus Carlsen won the World Rapid Chess Championship title in the men category for which time? For the 5th time. Whereas Russian chess player Anastasia Bodnaruk won the 2023 FIDE World Rapid Chess Women's title by defeating the Indian chess master Koneru Humpy. So who won the men title for the 5th time? Magnus Carlsen, and for the women's title it was won by Russian player Anastasia Bodnaruk, correct? And she defeated Indian Grandmaster Koneru Humpy in the finals. So the right option here becomes option 1, that it is for the 5th time Magnus Carlsen won it and Koneru Humpy. Next, which state has recently recognized as the petro capital of India? It is Gujarat. Gujarat has been recognized as the petro capital of India. Take a note of this. Correct? Let's move to the next question now. In January, Felix Antonio was re-elected as the president of dash country for the 2nd term. So he has been appointed as the president of which country for the 2nd term? Felix Antonio. So he has been appointed as the or re-elected as the president of Democratic Republic of Congo for the 2nd term. Next, who has recently become the first women president of the European Investment Bank? For European Investment Bank, first women president. Important question. So Nadia Calvino, correct? She's of Spain and she became the first women president of European Investment Bank. Next thing, she became the 8th president of European Investment Bank and first women president of European Investment Bank. Right? This European Investment Bank, basically this is an arm of European Union. She succeeded whom? She succeeded Werner Hoyer. Correct? She succeeded Werner Hoyer. Next, in December, Norwegian Grandmaster and the world chess champion Magnus Carlsen won his dash World Bliss Chess Championship Open Tournament. So Magnus Carlsen won his which edition of Rapid World's Bliss Chess Championship? So he won his 7th title of the World Blitz Chess Championship Open Tournament, and Russian Grandmaster Valentina Gunina won the World Women's Bliss Championship title in 2023. So right option here becomes option B, that it is 7th time for Magnus Carlsen, and Valentina Gunina won the World Women's Blitz Chess Championship title in 2023. What is the location where this World Blitz Chess Championship was held? It was held in Uzbekistan. It was held in Uzbekistan. Next, and remember, for Valentina Gunina, it was 2nd time. This was her 2nd World Women's Blitz Chess Championship title. Next, which country along with India has commenced the first edition of the joint military exercise Desert Cyclone in Mahajan, Rajasthan on 2nd of January 2024. So this exercise Desert Cyclone, it is conducted between India and United Arab Emirates. Correct? This was the inaugural edition, or we can say the first edition of exercise Desert Cyclone held between India and UAE. Now the location is also important. In which state this exercise took place? It was in Rajasthan. Next, which of the following countries did not join the BRICS as new members in Jan 2024? Among these, Argentina is the country that has not joined BRICS. UAE, Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Iran, they have become the member of BRICS as of 1st of Jan 2024. And now there are a total of 10 members in BRICS. Next, which state's product Adi Kekri, that is handmade carpet and Vancho wooden craft, have recently received GI tag status from the GI indication registry? So coming back, Adi Kekri, that is a handmade carpet and Vancho wooden craft. This is of which state? This product is of which state? It is of Arunachal Pradesh, that recently got the GI tag. Correct? Take a note of this. It is of Arunachal Pradesh. Then remember, Vakro orange, Idu Mishmi textile, correct, and Khamti rice. These three are also the product that recently got the GI tag, and they are from Arunachal Pradesh. Next, which states Tangel cotton saris, Koryal saris and Garad silk saris have recently got the GI tag? So these products, these saris are from which state? These are from West Bengal. Correct? Take a note of this. Tangel cotton saris, Koryal saris and your Garad silk saris. Correct? These are the saris that recently got the GI tag and they are from West Bengal. Next, Sheikh Mohammed Sabah Al Salem Al Sabah was appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? So he was appointed the Prime Minister of Kuwait. Right option, option 4. Next, SBI raised how much amount by issuing 5-year green bonds which will mature on 29th of December 2028 to fund green projects? So SBI, they have raised a total of $250 million. They are 5-year bond, right? And they will mature when? On 29th of December 2028. Correct? And these bonds were rated BBB negative ratings by Standards and Poor. Next, who has recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of National Asset Reconstruction of India Limited. So P. Santosh has been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NARCL. He will succeed whom? He succeeded Natarajan Sundar. Next, which union minister has recently launched a portal for affordable credit and interest subvention scheme, that is Paisa portal dashboard, and Prime Minister's street vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi, that is PM Swanidhi mission monitoring portal. So Paisa portal and PM Swanidhi mission monitoring portal, these are the two portals launched by which union minister? They were launched by Hardeep Singh Puri, who is our Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs. These two portals, they will provide real-time progress updates on the missions and the schemes. They will provide transparency and accountability. If we talk about PM Swanidhi, it was launched on 1st of June in 2020. And if we talk about Paisa portal, this was launched on 26th of November in 2018. And remember, this Paisa portal was developed by Allahabad Bank. Next, Sheikh Hasina, the president of Awami League and incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh, was re-elected as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for the 5th term. Important, this is her 5th term. And remember, with this, Sheikh Hasina has retained the title as the world's longest serving female head of state. Next, name the personality who has recently been appointed as the CEO of Indian Olympic Association. So, Raghuram Iyer has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Indian Olympic Association. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, RBI, they increased the minimum capital requirement for small finance banks from 100 crore rupees to dash rupees and permitted payment banks to upgrade as small finance bank. So remember, RBI, they issued a minimum, or they have increased the minimum capital requirement of the small finance bank from 100 crore rupees to 200 crore rupees and have permitted the payment banks to upgrade as the small finance bank. Correct? It should be noted, remember, that the net worth of all the operational small finance banks should now be in excess of 200 crore rupees. Correct? Also remember, urban cooperative banks transitioning to the small finance bank, they need an initial worth of 100 crore rupees. Now it should be increased to 200 crore rupees within 5 years. Moving on, NASA, they have launched 5 payloads to soft land on the moon's surface abroad dash mission through United Launch Alliance Vulcan Centaur launch vehicle from Cape Canaveral, Florida, USA. So NASA, they have launched 5 payloads to soft land on the moon's surface using which mission? It was using the Peregrine Mission 1, PM1 mission, and it is of NASA. Next, India is set to chair and host the DAST session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee in July 2024 in NED. So India will be hosting which session of UNESCO? India will be hosting the 46th session of UNESCO committee, that will be in July 2024. That is supposed to be in New Delhi. So right option becomes option 3. Remember, in headquarter of UNESCO is in Paris, right? Paris, France. And this year in 2024, in July only, we will be seeing the opening ceremony of Olympic Games in Paris, France. Next, who has recently become the youngest ever Prime Minister of France? So, Gabriel Attal became the youngest ever Prime Minister of France. Correct? Take a note of this. And he has replaced whom? He replaced Elizabeth Borne to be the new and the youngest ever Prime Minister of France. Next, name the assault rifle that was recently launched by Defense Research and Development Organization for the Indian Army. So DRDO, they have launched a new assault rifle that was named Ugram. This is the name of the new assault rifle. Correct? That is Ugram. and it was for Indian Army. Remember this also. Next, which of the following cities were nominated for the Wetland City Accreditation Scheme under the Ramsar Convention by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change? So, Indore, Madhya Pradesh, Udaipur, Rajasthan, and Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. All three of them were nominated for Wetland City Accreditation Scheme under the Ramsar Convention by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Correct? And these are the first three Indian cities to be nominated for this Wildlife Wetland City Accreditation, that is WCA. Next, Indian Navy's P-8I aircraft participated in an ongoing edition of an exercise of anti-submarine warfare exercise, that is Sea Dragon. Right? Question asked here is this in this Sea Dragon exercise that was held at Guam, USA, Indian aircraft that is P-8I took part. Question asked here is that which edition of this Sea Dragon exercise was held recently. So it was the fourth edition of this Sea Dragon exercise held at Guam, USA. Correct? 6 countries participated in this exercise that was held in USA, and these include USA, Australia, Japan, Canada, and South Korea. And this was an anti-submarine warfare exercise. Next, who has recently become the first Indian to hold the position of Secretary General of BIMSTEC? So, who has held the position of Secretary General of BIMSTEC and he became the first Indian to do so? Indra Mani Pandey. Next, in January 24, Dash became the first state in India to map all 784 accident black spots on the mobile application, that is Mappls. It is which state? It is Punjab. Punjab became the first state of India to map all 784 accident black spots on the mobile application, that is Mappls. This mobile application Mappls developed by CE Info Systems Limited, that comes under Map My India. Next, according to Henley Passport Index 2024 released by Henley and Partners in January, Indian passports ranked Dash by providing visa-free or visas on arrival access to 62 countries. So, according to Henley Passport Index, what is the rank of India here? 80th, and Indians get visa-free access to 62 countries. Then the top spot here was secured by 6 countries. They are Germany, France, Italy, Japan, Singapore and Spain. And they have visa-free access to 194 countries. Next, which of the following personalities does not receive the Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award 2022 from Draupadi Murmu Ma'am, President of India, in January 2024? Among the followings, remember Aryan Singh Dhadilia, right? He did not receive the Tenzing Norway Award, Tenzing Norway National Adventure Award from Draupadi Murmu Ma'am. Next, one more thing, remember Savita Kansal received it posthumously under the Land Adventure category. Tulsi Chaitanya received under the Water Adventure category. Anshu Kumar Tiwari received under the Air Adventure category, and Praveen Singh received under the Lifetime Achievement category. Next, Indian Navy received Drishti 10 Starliner, the first indigenously manufactured medium altitude long endurance unmanned aerial vehicle. MALE UAV. What is MALE? Medium altitude long endurance, and UAV is your unmanned aerial vehicle, right? So Indian Navy received this Drishti 10 Starliner, the first indigenously manufactured MALE UAV from Dash Company. So they received it from Adani Defense and Aerospace. Correct? Take a note of this. Next is Indian Army officer. The Indian Army was officially declared 2024 as the Dash year. So Indian Army declared the year 2024 as the year of technology absorption. Right? Important. Next, name the bank that recently signed an MOU with Ministry of Rural Development to provide loans to rural self-help groups. Which is that bank? It is State Bank of India, SBI. Correct? They signed an MOU with Ministry of Rural Development to provide loans to rural self-help groups and in order to help them in financing and setting up their businesses. Correct. Also remember SBI, they have launched Swam Siddha. This is a financial product developed specifically for women self-help groups, and they will provide a financial assistance of up to 5 lakh rupees to women entrepreneurs. Next, as per the Women Employment and Social Outlook Trend 2024 report released by ILO, International Labour Organization, in January 2024, the global unemployment rate will increase to 5.2% in 2024. Correct, take a note of this. It was 5.1% in 2023 and it will increase to 5.2% in 2024. And this change of 0.1% is approximately 20 million people or 2 million people, sorry, and 2 million is equal to 20 lakh individuals globally. Next, which country's Coast Guard along with Indian Coast Guard recently conducted a 5-day annual joint exercise Sahyog Kaijin of the coast of Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So this exercise Sahyog Kaijin was held off the coast of Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Question asked here is, this was held between which two countries? It is between India and Japan. Sahyog Kaijin. So right option becomes India, and between Japan this exercise was held. This was a 5-day long annual exercise held from 8th to 12th of January, and this was the 20th edition of this Sahyog Kaijin held between India and Japan. Next, which country has recently partnered with India to launch Green Fuel Alliance India, GFAI? So it was Denmark, right? And Denmark has partnered with India to launch Green Fuel Alliance India. Correct? So market, it is Denmark. Next, which of the following cities have recently recognized as the cleanest city in India under the category of cities with a population of more than 1 lakh people? So in India, Surat and Indore, Madhya Pradesh. These are the two cities, that is Surat and Indore. They were recently recognized as the cleanest city in India under the category of the cities with population more than 1 lakh. Right? Take a note of this. And remember, this is for the 7th consecutive time that Indore was declared as the cleanest city of India. Next, which of the following Indian naval ships were recently decommissioned in the Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar? So which of the following ships? It is INS Khumbir, INS Cheetah and INS Guldar. These are the 3 Indian naval ships, right? They were recently decommissioned in the Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar, and all the 3 ships have recently were recently decommissioned, and all 3 of them has commissioned almost 40 years of service to the India. They all were built by Gdynia shipyard. This Gdynia shipyard is in Poland. Correct. If we talk about INS Khumbir, it was commissioned in 1986, INS Cheetah in 1984 and INS Guldar in 1985. Next, name the bilateral exercise that was recently conducted between Indian Navy and Royal Thai Navy. What is the name of that exercise? Ayutthaya, right? So between Indian Navy and Royal Thai Navy, exercise Ayutthaya was held. It was from 20th to 23rd of December this exercise was held. Correct? And this was the 36th edition of the Indo-Thai Corpet exercise. Right? 36th edition of the Indo-Thai Corpet exercise. Correct? Take a note of this. Along with this, Ayutthaya, 36th edition of this Indo-Thai Corpet exercise was also held. What is this Corpet? Corpet is your coordinated patrol exercise. Correct? And apart from this, remember, next question can be asked that from Indian Navy, which Indian naval ship took part in this exercise? It is INS Kulish. This is the name of the Indian naval ship that took part in this exercise. Next, which country has recently signed an agreement with Khanij Bidesh India Limited to explore and develop 5 lithium brine blocks? It is Argentina, right? Argentina recently signed an agreement with Khanij Bidesh India Limited to explore and develop 5 lithium brine blocks. And the agreement for the same was for around 200 crore rupees. Next, who has recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of DCB Bank Limited? Praveen Achutan Kutti. Praveen Achutan Kutti has been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of DCB Bank Limited. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Murali M. Natarajan. Next, as per the third advance estimate of area and production of various horticulture crops for 22-23 released by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare in January, the estimation of the total horticulture production for 22-23 is dash tons. So it is 355.25 million tons. Correct. This is the total estimation of the total horticulture production for the year 22-23 as per the data released by third advance estimate of area and production of various horticulture crops that was released by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And remember, there was an increase of 2.32%, that is almost 8.07 million tons of increase as per the last year, that is 21-22. Next, in which state S. Krishnan, Secretary of Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, recently launched India's first graphene center? India's first graphene center and a center of excellence in intelligent IoT sensors. So these two things were recently launched by S. Krishnan, Secretary of MEITY. Question asked here is that in which state they were launched. So in Kochi, Kerala, they both were launched. Next, as per the 18th Global 500 2024 annual report released by Brand Finance. So this was the 18th edition of the Global 500 2024 annual report. It was released by Brand Finance. Question asked here is, Reliance Jio ranked Dash among the world's strongest brands in 2024, while Dash company has topped the list. So if we talk about Reliance Jio, it was on the 17th position, whereas WeChat secured the first position in this list. So right option here becomes option 2. Then WeChat was on top, followed by YouTube on second, Google on third. Next, Ministry of Heavy Industries constituted a committee under the chairmanship of Dash to examine the demand for including more components in PLI scheme for automobile and auto component industry. So, Ministry of Heavy Industries constituted a committee and that was under the chairmanship of Hanif Qureshi. Correct? And it is to examine the demands of for including more components in the PLI scheme for automobile and auto component industry. This was a 11-member committee and this 11-member committee was under the chairmanship of Hanif Qureshi. Next, PM Modi released 6 special commemorative postage stamps dedicated to Sri Ram Janambhoomi Temple in, remember this Sri Ram Janambhoomi Temple, where it is in Ayodhya, UP. Important. Next, Government of India formed a high-level committee under the chairmanship of Dash to examine the administrative measures aimed at protecting the interests of the most disadvantaged groups within scheduled caste like Madigas. So, this high-level committee was under the chairmanship of Rajiv Gauba and it is to basically examine the various rights and the interest of the most disadvantaged groups of the scheduled caste, that is Madigas. Correct? And this committee was chaired by Rajiv Gauba. Next, SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched Axiom Space Axiom Mission 3 by carrying Dash country's first astronaut Alper to International Space Station. So, Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX, they carried Turkey's first astronaut to International Space Station. Remember the name of the astronaut, Alper Zezrevic. Correct? He was taken into space, into International Space Station by Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX, and he is of Turkey. Next, Dash became the first Indian bank to execute an export finance transaction on International Trade Financing Services platform of RXIL Global IFSC Limited. So, which is that bank? It is Yes Bank, right? Became the first Indian bank. It became the first Indian bank to execute an export finance transaction on International Trade Financing Services platform of RXIL Global IFSC Limited. Next, chairperson of SEBI, Madhabi Puri Buck, has launched two unique multilingual initiatives that are named Multilingual CAS and Buddy Sahayata 24/7 chatbot for Dash organization. So this was launched for Central Depository India Service Limited, that is CDSL. For CDSL, two unique multilingual initiatives were launched. One is a multilingual consolidated account statement will be provided, and second, a 24/7 Buddy Sahayata chatbot. They two things were launched for CDSL by Madhabi Puri Buck. Next, name the new individual saving deferred annuity pension plan that has recently launched by LIC of India. So what is the name of that plan? It is Jeevan Dhara 2 Plan 872. Right, this is the name of the plan launched by LIC, and the plan will be available for sale from 22nd of January 2024. Moving on, who has been recently appointed as the Director General of Shastra Seema Bal? Daljit Singh Chaudhary, right, has been appointed as the Director General of Shastra Seema Bal. He will succeed whom? He will succeed Rashmi Shukla. Right, she served as the Director General of Shastra Seema Bal from March 2023 till January 2024. Next, in Jan 2024, JAXA, that is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, successfully landed the Smart Lander for investigating moon on the lunar surface. With this, Japan became the fifth nation to soft land on the surface of the moon. Fourth was our India. Next thing can be asked, that this slim mission, that is Smart Lander for investigating moon, it is of JAXA, that is the space agency of Japan, and with this, Japan became the fifth country to land on the surface of the moon. Next, PM Modi participated in the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of Sri Ram Lalla idol in the newly built Sri Ram Janambhoomi Mandir in Ayodhya, UP. Question asked here is that 51-inch tall Ram Lalla idol placed in the sanctum of the temple was sculpted by whom? It was sculpted by Arun Yogiraj. Next, in which state 11th edition of India-Kyrgyzstan Joint Special Force Exercise Khanjar 2024 was commenced in January. So this exercise Khanjar, it was held where? It was held in Himachal Pradesh. This was the 11th edition of the exercise Khanjar held between India and Kyrgyzstan. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, name the scheme that has recently launched to provide rooftop solar power systems to 1 crore households. I repeat, name the scheme that has recently launched to provide rooftop solar power system to 1 crore households. It is Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana. And the scheme will support India to achieve the target of achieving 40 gigawatt of rooftop solar capacity. Next, which of the following additional services have not been notified by the Ministry of Finance at India's first International Financial Service Center at the GIFT City in January 2024? I repeat, which of the following additional services have not been notified by the Ministry of Finance at India's first IFSC at GIFT City, that is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So among these, all these services are provided except data storage. Data storage is such a facility that is being promoted in Noida. Remember that. That is in UP. Correct. Then apart from this, financial crime compliance, taxation, accounting and bookkeeping, these are the facilities that are provided at India's IFSC, that is first IFSC at GIFT City, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Next, name the company that has recently launched India's first indigenous generative AI large language model called Bharat GPT. So it was launched by CoreOver.ai. Next is, which of the following Indian badminton players have recently won silver medal in the men's double of Yonex Sunrise India Open 2024 held in New Delhi. So who are they? Swastik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Sethi. They are the badminton players, right? And they have won silver, correct, in the men's double of Yonex Sunrise India Open 2024. Location, where was this held? New Delhi. Next, name the India-Egypt Joint Special Force exercise that was commenced at Anshaz, Egypt in January 2024. What is the name of that exercise? Exercise Cyclone. Correct. This was the Cyclone 2. That means this was the second edition of the exercise held between India and Egypt. Then what is the location? It is Egypt, where this exercise was held in Anshaz. Mark this. Next, name the insurance company that recently launched two new products, Saral Savadhan Supreme and Smart Savadhan Supreme. SBI Life Insurance. Correct? It is that insurance company. They have recently launched two new products, Saral Savadhan Supreme and Smart Savadhan Supreme. Then next thing, remember, which of the following Indian cricketers who have recently won the Best Men's International Cricketer and Best Women's International Cricketer of the Year 22-23 respectively? So Shubhanam Gill for men's category and Deepti Sharma for the women's category has won the men's as well as women's international cricketer, right? So men's international cricketer for the year 22-23 Shubhanam Gill, and for women international cricketer of the year 22-23 Deepti Sharma. These awards were presented by BCCI, and this men's international cricket award is also known as Polly Umirigar Award. Umrigar, not Umiri, Umrigar Award, right? Correct this. Polly Umrigar Award, UMRI. Next, which of the following countries along with India have recently conducted exercise Desert Night, that is a trilateral Air Force exercise? Trilateral, that means three countries took part in this. Which are they? Oman, UAE and France. Is it correct? Is it right? No. Among these, remember, it was not Oman, UAE and France along with India took part in this Desert Night exercise, right? This was a trilateral exercise, that means, and it was conducted between the Air Force of these three nations, that is United Arab Emirates, France and Indian, and along with their air forces they took part in this exercise. Then from Indian Air Force, remember the aircraft that took part was Sukhoi 30, Mk1, MiG-29, Jaguar. These were one of the few aircrafts that took part in this exercise. Next, which of the following organizations along with Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare have recently launched investment forum for advancing climate resilient agriculture food systems in India? It is UN's arm, that is Food and Agriculture Organization, along with Niti Aayog, right? They have recently partnered to launch the investment forum for advancing climate resilient agriculture food systems in India. And basically this joint initiative aims to foster partnership and investment between government, private sector, farmer organizations, financial institutions, so that they can help and grow climate resilient agriculture food systems in India. Next, name the company that recently signed a contract worth 1070 crore rupees with the Ministry of Defence for the acquisition of 14 fast patrol vessels for the Indian Coast Guard. So 14 fast patrol vessels will be procured for Indian Coast Guard. And which is that company that has contracted or that has signed a contract with Ministry of Defence for the same? It is Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, right? They signed this contract with Ministry of Defence and the worth of this contract was 1070 crore rupees. Next, who was recently awarded with the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, posthumously? Posthumously means after death, correct? So who has been recently honored with Bharat Ratna, that is the highest civilian award, posthumously? Karpuri Thakur, correct? And this was awarded by President of India, Draupadi Murmu ma'am. Correct. And Karpuri Thakur, he was the former Chief Minister of Bihar. He was a socialist leader also, correct, and he was honored with Bharat Ratna posthumously, and he became 49th recipient of Bharat Ratna. Now 50th recipient will be KL Advani ji. Next, which insurance company has recently launched I Select Guaranteed Future Plus? So this I Select Guaranteed Future Plus was launched by Canara HSBC Life Insurance Company. Correct? It is a non-linked, non-participating individual saving life insurance plan. Next, the City of London Corporation honored Dash, an Indian born lawyer in the UK, with the Freedom of the City of London Award. So this award, that is the Freedom of the City of London Award, this was honored to Ajit Mishra. Right, Ajit Mishra, remember, if we talk about him, he has done his law both in India, as he is proficient lawyer both in India and UK, and the contribution he did to enhance the relations between India and UK, for this only he was honored with this Freedom of the City of London Award, Ajit Mishra. Next, in January, Indian Navy in collaboration with BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited test fired an extended range of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. So this BrahMos extended range missile was tested recently by Indian Navy. Question asked here is that this BrahMos extended range is an improved variant of the basic BrahMos missile with a range of around dash kilometers. So the earlier version of the BrahMos missile used to have a range of around 290 kilometers, and this new extended range will have a range of almost 450 to 500 kilometers. So right option becomes option 5. Then if we talk about BrahMos, it was a joint venture between India and Russia. And then remember Philippines, it became the first country to buy BrahMos missiles from India. Next, which organization has recently launched a 7-year $100 million principal protected plastic waste reduction linked bond? So basically it is a bond with fixed tenure. What is the fixed tenure here? Of 7 years, right? The amount for this bond is $100 million, and as this bond, the amount generated, these $100 million generated through these bonds will be used in projects that will help to reduce the plastic pollution, right? So question asked is that which organization has launched these bonds? They were launched by World Bank. Who is president of World Bank? Ajay Banga. Where is the headquarter? Washington DC, right? Next, name the company that recently signed an MOU with National Investment and Infrastructure Fund Limited to boost renewable energy and infrastructure financing in India. It is REC. If you remember, even in the interim budget, more focus will be done on the infrastructure projects now. More infrastructure projects will be developed. Correct? Next, in January, Indian cricketer Dash has won the ICC Men's ODI Cricketer of the Year 2023, and Surya Kumar Yadav has won the ICC Men's T20 International Cricketer of the Year 2023 for the Dash consecutive year. So, Virat Kohli has won the ICC Men's ODI Cricketer of the Year award, and Surya Kumar Yadav won the ICC Men's T20 International Cricketer of the Year 2023 award, and this is for the second consecutive year. So right option here becomes option 2. Next, in January, Shering Togbeh is set to become the Prime Minister of Dash country for second term. So he is set to become the Prime Minister of Bhutan for the second term, and he served as the Prime Minister for the first time since 2013 till 2018, and he will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Loteng Shering. Next, Nitish Kumar took oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar for the 9th term. Even recently he launched a Nitish portal, or Nitish, not a portal, basically it is a device, and this device will be helping in order to detect and aware, or we can say alert, individuals in Bihar from various calamities such as your floods, earthquakes, thunderstorm, lightning, and so on. Next, name the app that has been recently launched by Shailesh Kumar Singh, Secretary of Ministry of Rural Development for Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. So, what is the name of that app that has been recently launched by Shailesh Kumar Singh? What is the name of that app? It is Sarathi, correct? And this app, Sarathi, is basically a mobile application. It is for Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. Correct? It was launched at Krishi Bhavan in New Delhi. Correct? And this application, as it is an application, it will be available to general public, and they will be able to download it in their mobile phone and use the benefits of various schemes that are launched by government. Correct? And this was done in a collaboration with Bangalore, or in collaboration with the government, Karnataka government. Next, which of the following state has recently signed an MOU with Ministry of Jal Shakti for the implementation of modified PKC ERCP link project? What is this project basically? This will help to provide water for drinking, for industrial use to in 13 districts of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Right? Next is, which Indian state hosted the inaugural edition of the India-Saudi Arabia Joint Military Exercise Sada Tansik in January 2024? So which is that Indian state? It is Rajasthan. Right? Rajasthan hosted the inaugural edition of India-Saudi Exercise Sada Tansik. Now it is the inaugural edition. That means it is the first edition of this exercise. For the first time, this was held in Rajasthan and it will be going on till the 10th of Feb. It was started on 29th of Jan until 29 to 10th of Feb. It will continue. Next, in January, Indian naval ship Nirupak was decommissioned after 38 years of service to the nation. INS Nirupak belongs to which class? So, after 38 years of the service, INS Nirupak, it was decommissioned. This INS Nirupak belongs to Sandhyak class. Right? Next. When was the first ever UN Day of Clean Energy observed across the globe? So the first ever UN Day of Clean Energy was observed on 26th of January. Right? Then remember, as it is the first edition and inaugural, apart from this, remember who was the chief guest during the Republic Day parade in India? Emmanuel Macron. He is the president of France. Your homework is to tell me who became, we have done this also, who became the youngest Prime Minister of France. Tell me the name. This is your homework. So friends, these were your important current affairs. Now let's move to some revision part that will be very beneficial for your learning, and do take note, right? As these videos are combination of various current affairs of various days, so taking notes and revising the notes, or if you are taking notes on daily basis, then add, if there is another point here, add these points to those notes, and before the exam these notes will be very beneficial for your learning. I'm telling you, you won't be able to revise the whole content just through the videos, so you have to make notes, as they will be very beneficial just before the exam. So let's start. First is IMD's 150th Foundation Day was observed when? IMD is your Indian Meteorological Department. This comes under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, right? And they have recently celebrated 150th Foundation Day. That was observed when? It was observed on 50th of January 2024. Correct? Mark this. And here Jagdeep Dhankar ji was Jagdeep Dhankar ji, who is our Vice President, was the chief guest during the celebration of this 150th foundation. Almost 1200 people across all the India participated. Talk about IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, who is the Director General, Dr. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra. Headquarter is in Delhi, and it was established in 1875. Next is horticulture production and horticulture production, if we are talking about, in 2022 and 2023 is estimated to be how much higher? So horticulture production in India is estimated to be 2.32% higher to 355.25 million tons. Right, I repeat, you can see here that Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, they released the third advance estimate of area and production of various horticulture crops for 22-23, and as per the data, the estimations of the total horticulture production for 22-23 is 355.25 million tons, which is about 8.07 million tons, an increase of 2.32% than the last year. Right, then apart from this, if I ask you, tell me, where was the first Indian all girls Sainik school inaugurated? It was in Vrindavan, Uttar Pradesh. Then next thing, remember, which will be the first AI city developed in which state? It will be in UP. First AI city will be developed in UP. Right, then next, tell me, how many Rajya Sabha members are set to retire in 2024? So a total of 68 Rajya Sabha members will be retiring in 2024. Then which state will be setting up a pharma park in Lalitpur, Bundelkhand? So pharma park will be set up by Uttar Pradesh in Lalitpur, Bundelkhand. Next, MEITY, they have recently launched India's first graphene center. And where was this launched? So India's first graphene center was launched in Kerala. Right, India's first graphene center. Right, if it apart from this, remember, India's first IoT center of excellence was also launched, that is intelligent IoT, intelligent Internet of Things Center of Excellence, plus first graphene center. These are the two things they were launched recently. Where they were launched? They were launched in the state of Kerala, and they were launched by MEITY, that is Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology. Next is important is, mark this, this is important one, can be asked. Shaheed Divas or Martyrs Day observed on 30th of January, and it is to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives in the line of the duty to the nation. The day also marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, who was considered the father of nation, and on 30th of January 2024, that means in the year 2024, we observe the 76th death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Next is state news. Odisha launches Labha, LABHA. Labha stands for Laghu Banajatya Dravya Karaya Yojana. Right? This is a scheme that is a new 100% state funded minimum support price scheme for the minor forest produce, and the scheme aims to eliminate the possibility of distress sale of the produce to the middleman. So coming back, this Labha scheme was launched by Odisha, right, and it is a scheme that will be 100% state funded, and this is basically to provide minimum support price scheme for the forest produce. Right, this will be helping the farmer so that they do not have to sell their product in distress to the middleman for low prices, so that there is a, so because of which they have been setting up a minimum support price for the forest produce under this Labha scheme. Right, that was launched by Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik. Correct. Under this scheme, remember, primary collectors from the tribal communities can sell the MFP, that is minor forest produce they collected at the procurement centers of the Tribal Development Cooperative Corporation Limited of Odisha at MSP. Right, these centers will be managed by self-help groups, and after collection the amount will be transferred as a direct benefit transfer to the beneficiary account. According to this report, globally, WeChat, right, has topped the list, and it is considered to be the strongest brand. Reliance Jio of India is on the 17th position, and this is the brand from India that is on the top position, and globally it is on 17th position. Then on top it is WeChat. After WeChat, it comes YouTube, right? Then after YouTube, it is Google. Correct? Mark this is important. Here you can see, as per the 18th edition of the Global 500 2024 annual report by Brand Finance, Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani Reliance Jio is on the 17th position globally, and in India it is at the top position, whereas WeChat is on the top position globally. Right? If we talk about Brand Finance, this organization that released this report, who is the chairman and chief executive officer? David Haig, and headquarter it is in London, UK. It was established in 1996. Next, according to Global Firepower 2024 military strength ranking, what is the rank of India? So according to the Global Firepower 2024 ranking, what is the ranking of India in this particular index? It is 4th. Let me show you here. In this Global Firepower index, right, or we can say in this 2024 military strength ranking released by Global Firepower, what is the rank of India? India stood at 4th position. On top it is USA, then Russia, then on 3rd is China, 4th India, and 5th is South Korea. Right? Next, also one more data you can remember, USA spends the most money on their military spending, that is almost $831 billion.
सबसे पहले हम बात कर रहे हैं विच मिनिस्ट्री कंडक्टेड अ ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम इन छिलका लेक अंडर अमृत धरोहर कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग स्कीम। देखो, सबसे पहले मिनिस्ट्री देखते हैं तो आपको चीज़ें ये समझ आएंगी। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज, इनके द्वारा यहाँ पर एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया छिलका लेक में अंडर अमृत धरोहर कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग स्कीम। इससे क्या होगा, एक तो टूरिज्म प्रमोट करने के लिए, और छिलका लेक हम जानते हैं ये क्या है, ये एक रामसर साइट है, तो इसको कंजर्व करने के लिए, इसके आसपास के एरिया को साफ रखने के लिए, और हम जानते हैं यहाँ पे काफ़ी ज़्यादा टूरिज्म का भी प्रभाव रहता है। काफ़ी टूरिस्ट ऑल ओवर इंडिया से ही नहीं बल्कि ग्लोबली यहाँ पर लोग आते हैं इस साइट को विजिट करने के लिए, छिलका लेक को विजिट करने के लिए, जो कि कहाँ पर है, ओडिशा में। तो यहाँ पे लोगों को स्किल्स प्रोवाइड कराई जाएंगी, ट्रेनिंग कराई जाएगी कि कैसे आप अपने एरिया को साफ रख सकते हैं, एंड जो टूरिस्ट आ रहे हैं हम उनको कैसे कैटर कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, रामसर साइट हम जानते हैं, ये रामसर ब्यूरो की अगर बात करें तो ये कहां पर हेडक्वार्टर रहेगा इसका, ग्लैंड कहां है, स्विट्जरलैंड में। ठीक है, एंड एज ऑफ नाउ 2024 में कितनी रामसर साइट्स हैं इंडिया में, 75 रामसर साइट्स हैं इंडिया में, 75 फॉर MPLADS scheme. I repeat, name the application that has been launched for MPLADS scheme. What is this MPLADS scheme? Basically, this MPLAD scheme, it was launched on 23rd of December 1993, right? And this MPLAD scheme was launched in order to provide information to the ministers, right? Various organizations, so that their working can be made better. Correct? And it is to provide a mechanism for the MPs to recommend work and to make the process more efficient, right? So for the application that has been launched for MPLADS is recently is your eSakshi application, right? This is a mobile application, right? And Rao Inderjeet Singh, who is our Union Minister of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, has launched this eSakshi application, that is a mobile application. It was launched in New Delhi, and this eSakshi application, this aims to enhance the transparency and efficiency in the execution of MPLADS scheme. And what is the full form of this MPLADS scheme stands for? The full form here is Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. Correct? Mark this as it is important. Here you can see Inderjeet Singh has launched this eSakshi application for MPLADS scheme, and here you can see the full form of MPLADS. Correct? If we talk about this new application, this new eSakshi application will provide an interface to capture the entire MPLAD scheme cycle, thereby making this fund cycle more efficient. Through this application, MPs can track and oversee the project in the real time, which is being implemented under MPLAD scheme. The application will streamline the communication between MPs and relevant authorities. The app offers instant updates on the status and progress of proposed projects, and the app also offers features for budget management. Next, exercise Ayutthaya conducted between Indian Navy and which countries' navies. So remember this exercise Ayutthaya, correct? This is the first bilateral exercise conducted between Indian Navy and your Thailand Navy, right? Between Thailand Navy and Indian Navy, this exercise was conducted, correct? Or we can say Thailand Navy, to be specific, Royal Thai Navy, right? And this exercise was held from 20 to 23rd of December in 2023, right? And this was the 36th edition of the Corpet exercise between India and Thailand. What is Corpet? Coordinated patrol exercise conducted between India and Thailand, and this was the first edition of Ayutthaya exercise conducted between these two countries. Then from Indian side, remember Indian naval ship INS Kulish took part in this particular exercise, right? Next, here you can see Indian Thai Navy's first bilateral exercise Ayutthaya, right? And this is the 36th edition of Indo-Thai Corpet conducted along with this exercise Ayutthaya. Moving on, NHAI, they launched an initiative to enhance the national highway experience. What is that initiative? It is One Vehicle, One Fastag initiative, and it is to discourage the user behavior of using a single fastag for multiple vehicles or linking multiple fastags to a particular vehicle. This means one vehicle will be having a single fastag. This is similar to like a individual person is having their own Aadhaar card. So similarly, a vehicle will have their own fastag. You cannot share that fastag, or you cannot share multiple cars on a single fastag. नेक्स्ट पे आ जाते हैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर. इन्होंने नोटिफाई किया रिवाइज्ड प्लेटफॉर्म मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रूल्स को अंडर विच शेड्यूल टू एंश्योर क्वालिटी कंट्रोल. क्वालिटी कंट्रोल के लिए अभी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर ने रिवाइज किया है फार्मा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रूल्स को अंडर शेड्यूल एम. अब देखो ये क्यों रिवाइज किए गए, पहले आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा इजी सेंस में. हमने काफ़ी बार पढ़ा कि जो फार्माक्यूटिकल जो मेडिकल सेक्टर है, इसमें हम काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें, टेक्नोलॉजी, मशीन्स, राइट, ये हम इंपोर्ट कराते हैं फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, राइट. तो इंपोर्ट हम जानते हैं कि हम गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हमारी क्या चाहती है कि सब कुछ हम इंडिया में ही लाएं, सब कुछ हम इंडिया में ही प्रोड्यूस करें, एंड उसको फिर हम एक्सपोर्ट पे मेजर जो फोकस रहता है ना कि हम एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ाएं, इंपोर्ट कम करें. तो सिमिलरली अगर हमारी जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रैक्टिसेस है, गुड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रैक्टिसेस GMP, ये अच्छी होंगी, राइट, हम ज़्यादा अच्छे प्रोडक्ट्स बनाएंगे और इन प्रोडक्ट्स को ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड के तरीके से लाएंगे. और ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड के तरीके से लाने का रीज़न क्या है कि अगर हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से होंगे तो हम प्रोडक्ट को एक्सपोर्ट और ज़्यादा अच्छे से कर पाएंगे. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए हमने अभी रिसेंटली मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर ने शेड्यूल M के अंडर जो गुड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रूल्स है ना, उनको यहाँ पर अमेंड किया है, राइट, रिवाइज किया है. तो मार्क करके चलेंगे अंडर शेड्यूल M. चलिए नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं फिर.
Anil Kumar Lahoti, as you can see him in the picture, has been appointed as the new TRAI chairman. TRAI is your Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, and he has been appointed as the 9th chairman of TRAI. He will be in this position for how many years? For 3 years, and he will be succeeding PD Vakila, right, who retired from the post on 30th of September, and the post has been vacant for around 4 months. So Anil Kumar Lahoti will replace PD Vakila as the new chairman of TRAI. He will be the 9th chairman of TRAI, and he will be in this position for 3 years. Anil Kumar Lahoti is an IRSC officer of 1984 batch, and he becomes the third non-IAS officer to be appointed as the chairman of TRAI since their inception in 1997. Next, AU Small Finance Bank appointed former RBI Deputy Governor HR Khan as their part-time chairman. I repeat, AU Small Finance Bank has appointed the former Deputy Governor of RBI and its non-executive independent director Harun Rashid Khan as the part-time chairman with effect from 30th of January 2024. ACC approved the DFS proposal to transfer the EDs of Bank of Baroda and IOB. Right, this is another thing that you need to remember. First thing, remember, AU Small Finance Bank appointed former RBI Deputy Governor HR Khan as their part-time chairman, and ACC, they have approved two proposals made by the Department of Financial Services concerning the transfer of executive directors of the Bank of Baroda and Indian Overseas Bank. Then if we talk about AU Small Finance Bank, who is the managing director and chief executive officer? Sanjay Agarwal. Where is the headquarter? It is in Jaipur, Rajasthan, and it was in 1996 that this was established.
नेक्स्ट है किस सिटी को नॉमिनेट किया गया फॉर इंटरनेशनल वेटलैंड सिटी एक्रेडिशन। वेटलैंड सिटी एक्रेडिशन के लिए अभी रिसेंटली किन सिटी को इंडिया से नॉमिनेट किया गया, किसके द्वारा नॉमिनेट किया गया? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज के द्वारा नॉमिनेट किया गया। कौन सी तीन सिटीज हैं? इंदौर, भोपाल एंड उदयपुर। इंदौर और भोपाल तो ये कहां से आ जाती हैं आपकी? इंदौर और भोपाल है मध्य प्रदेश से, उदयपुर आ जाती है राजस्थान से। तो ये वो तीन सिटीज हैं इंडिया की जिन्होंने रामसर कंजर्वेशन में काफी काम किया। जो उनकी रामसर साइट्स हैं उनको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए उनके ऊपर अलग अलग रूल्स बनाए हैं, राइट, उनको कंजर्व किया बेसिकली, करेक्ट। तो इन तीनों सिटीज को यहां पे नॉमिनेट किया गया बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज फॉर इंटरनेशनल वेटलैंड सिटी एक्रेडिशन। ठीक है, मार्क करके चलेंगे। चलिए नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं।
What is the GDP forecast of India by IMF for 2024? So, International Monetary Fund, they projected that India will be growing by 6.5% in 2024. Right, here you can see IMF, they released their January 2024 World Economic Outlook update, moderating inflation and steady growth, open path to soft landing, stated that India's expected GDP to grow by 6.7% in 2024, stating a 40 basis point increase from 6.3% forecast made in October. Right? Then remember, for the year 2024 and 2025, the GDP projected, or the GDP growth rate that is projected, is 6.5%. If we are talking about global scenario, that is the global growth rate, the expected GDP for the year 2023 will be 3.1%, and for 2024 also. But if we talk about 2025, it is expected the world will be growing by 3.2%. Right, and globally we can say that India is the country that is performing the best in terms of the developing as well as the developed nations also. Right, even you will be seeing that in China there is a crisis going on, a liquidation crisis of Evergrande. That is a different day topic that we can discuss. Basically it is a real estate developer, and because of their heavy loans they are now liquidating, and because of the liquidation the markets in China have crashed badly.
Where was the fourth edition of एंटी सबमरीन वॉरफेयर एक्सरसाइज सी ड्रैगन 2024 हेल्ड? एंटी सबमरीन वॉरफेयर एक्सरसाइज जिसका नाम है सी ड्रैगन, ये एक्सरसाइज किसके द्वारा कंडक्ट कहां पर हुई? पहले लोकेशन पर देखते हैं। ये है गुआम, एयरफोर्स स्टेशन गुआम, जो कहां पर है? यूएसए में, राइट। फोर्थ एडिशन था इस एक्सरसाइज का। अगली चीज आपसे पूछूं तो मैं बताओ कितनी कंट्रीज ने यहां पे पार्टिसिपेट किया इस एक्सरसाइज में? तो 6 कंट्रीज ने पार्टिसिपेट किया। इंडिया, रिपब्लिक ऑफ कोरिया, देन फ्रांस, जापान, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कनाडा, राइट, एंड यूएसए, जहां पर ये एक्सरसाइज हो रही है। फिर इसी में याद रखेंगे इंडिया की तरफ से किस एयरक्राफ्ट ने पार्टिसिपेट किया इस एक्सरसाइज में? तो P-8I ये एयरक्राफ्ट है जिसने पार्टिसिपेट किया इन दिस सी ड्रैगन 24 इंडिया की तरफ से। नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं, किस बैंक ने पार्टनर किया डिजी वृद्धि के साथ टू ऑफर फाइनेंशियल सर्विस टू डेयरी फार्मर्स? डेयरी फार्मर्स को वेरियस फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च किए जाएंगे, उनके लिए काफी सारे प्रोडक्ट्स प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे डिजी वृद्धि के द्वारा, राइट। तो किस बैंक ने इनके साथ पार्टनर किया? वो है कर्नाटका बैंक ने। डेयरी फार्मर्स को ग्रो करने के लिए इनको जो भी लोन्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, जो कैश इन हैंड चाहिए होता है, करेक्ट, अपने बिजनेस को कैरी आउट करने के लिए इजीली, इसके लिए कर्नाटका बैंक ने पार्टनर किया है डिजी वृद्धि के साथ। अगर कर्नाटका बैंक लिमिटेड की मैं बात करूं, एमडी एंड सीईओ कौन रहेंगे? एसएच शर्मा, हेडक्वार्टर मैंगलोर कर्नाटका, इस्टेब्लिश किया गया 1924 में। योर फैमिली बैंक अक्रॉस इंडिया, ये टैगलाइन रहेगी। डिजिवृद्धि टेक्नोलॉजी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की बात करें तो फाउंडर एंड एमडी एंड सीईओ कौन रहेंगे? राघवन वेंकटेशन, हेडक्वार्टर बैंगलोर कर्नाटका, और 2019 में इसको इस्टेब्लिश किया गया। फिर इसी के अलावा कुछ और करंट अफेयर्स देखें, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अभी बताओ, स्टार्टअप एक्सपो कठुआ में किसके द्वारा इनॉग्रेट किया गया? वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जगदीप धनखड़ जी के द्वारा। फिर अभी इंटरनेशनल काइट फेस्टिवल हुआ, किस स्टेट में हुआ था इंटरनेशनल काइट फेस्टिवल? गुजरात में हुआ था। और हम जानते हैं अयोध्या को लॉन्च किया जाएगा, अयोध्या हमारे राम मंदिर को लॉन्च किया जाएगा 22 जनवरी को। तो उससे पहले इसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये इंटरनेशनल काइट फेस्टिवल भी लॉन्च किया गया था। ठीक है, फिर अयोध्या के एयरपोर्ट को रीनेम क्या किया जाएगा? महर्षि वाल्मीकि इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट। चलिए नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं। नेक्स्ट है, किस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने फॉरकास्ट किया ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट टू स्लो डाउन फॉर थर्ड कॉन्जिक्यूटिव ईयर टू जस्ट 2.4%? अगर ये बात करें तो ये है वर्ल्ड बैंक की एक रिपोर्ट आई, ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक प्रोस्पेक्टस जनवरी 2024 की। इसमें इन्होंने बताया कि थर्ड कॉन्जिक्यूटिव ईयर के लिए जो वर्ल्ड की जो ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट है वो कितनी रहेगी? 2.4% रहेगी 2024 में। अगर मैं 2023, 2022 और 2021 की बात करूं तो 2023 में जो ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट थी वो कितनी थी? 2.6%। 2022 में कितनी थी? 3%। और 2021 की बात करें तो 6.2% से ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट हमें देखने को मिल रही थी। इसी के साथ साथ इंडिया बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन में है। इंडिया की जो ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट प्रोजेक्ट की, जो इंडिया की जीडीपी प्रोजेक्ट की जा रही है 2024 के लिए, वो कितनी रहेगी? 6.4% प्रोजेक्ट की गई वर्ल्ड बैंक के द्वारा। हेडक्वार्टर कहां पर है? वॉशिंगटन डीसी। प्रेसिडेंट अजय बंगा। कब इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था? 1944 में। और कितने मेंबर रहेंगे इसके? 189 मेंबर्स हैं वर्ल्ड बैंक में। हु हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड एज द फोर्थ सिक्योरिटी जनरल ऑफ बिम्स्टेक? फोर्थ सिक्योरिटी जनरल बिम्स्टेक के और थर्ड सिक्योरिटी जनरल बिम्स्टेक के कौन रहेंगे, दोनों देखते हैं। तो थर्ड कौन है? टेंजिंग लेकपाल। टेंजिंग लेकपाल को अब कौन सक्सीड करेंगे? वो है इंदिरा मानी पांडे। इंदिरा मानी पांडे जी ये अब फोर्थ सिक्योरिटी जनरल बन गए हैं इंडिया के। एक और चीज, फर्स्ट इंडियन बने हैं जो कि इस पोजीशन को होल्ड करेंगे। 3 साल के लिए ये इस पोजीशन पे रहेंगे। इंडियाज फर्स्ट नेशनल हाईवे स्टील स्लैग रोड, आई रिपीट, इंडियाज फर्स्ट नेशनल हाईवे स्टील स्लैग रोड हैज बीन अनवेल्ड ऑन विच हाईवे? सो इंडियाज फर्स्ट स्टील स्लैग रोड हैज बीन अनवेल्ड on NH66, right, on the National Highway 66 that is connecting Mumbai and Goa, right? Take a note of this. This is a 4-lane road stretched for about 1 kilometer on NH66, and this is the first National Highway steel slag road park that has been recently unveiled, right? Moving on. Next is, India has signed an agreement for lithium exploration and mining project in which country? We know lithium is used in lithium ion batteries, right? And in India also, in Jammu and Kashmir, we found the reserves of lithium ion, correct? And most of the lithium ions production, right, the monopoly is with China. For processing of lithium ion, for making of lithium ion, for sourcing, everything, we can say the monopoly is with China only for lithium, correct? So recently India signed an agreement for lithium exploration and mining projects in which country? It was in Argentina, correct? And this agreement is worth 200 crore rupees, and it is the first ever lithium exploration and mining project by a government of India owned enterprises. Next is, which organization signed a memorandum of understanding with NPCI International to expand UPI globally? It is Google Pay. Google Pay partnered with NPCI International, and it was to make sure that UPI goes globally, right? UPI can be used globally by different organizations, by different countries also, right? So here you can see who has been named as the best FIFA men player for 2023. Who has been named as the best men's player award for FIFA? Lionel Messi, right? Similarly, he was in the men's category. If we talk about the women's category, Aitana Bonmati, right? She is from Spain and she was named as the Women's Player of the Year 2023. Correct? Mark this also. Lionel Messi is from Argentina and Aitana Bonmati, she's from Spain. Right here you can see Lionel Messi from Argentina, Best FIFA Men's Player 2023 award, while Aitana Bonmati of Spain won the Best FIFA Women's Player 2023 award. Marta of Brazil has been awarded with the FIFA Special Award for her outstanding career achievement, and Guilherme Maduga of Brazil won the FIFA Puskás Award for his astonishing overhead kick. Right? Where is the headquarter of FIFA? It is in Zurich, Switzerland. And who is the president of FIFA? Gianni Infantino. And it was established in 1904. Next is appointment and resignation. RBI has approved the appointment of Praveen Atuchan Kuti as the managing director and CEO of DCB Bank. I repeat, RBI approved the appointment of Praveen Achutan Kuti as MD and CEO of DCB Bank Limited, right, for 3 years with effect from 29th of April 2024. He will succeed Murali N. Natarajan, the current MD and CEO of DCB Bank. Right? Take a note of this. Then if we talk about DCB Bank, where is the headquarter? Mumbai, Maharashtra. And Murali M. Natarajan is the MD and CEO of DCB Bank. First is India nominated how many foods of Marathas for UNESCO's World Heritage List. So India recently nominated a total of 12 foods of Marathas and it is for the UNESCO's World Heritage List. Correct? And this list is for the year 2024-2025 and these 12 foods were under the category cultural site, under the category cultural sites, right? These foods showcase the strategic military use of the Maratha rules and these are the 12 foods that you need to remember. Correct? If we talk about UNESCO, who is the Director General of UNESCO? Audrey Azoulay. Where is the headquarter of UNESCO? It is in Paris, France and it was established in 1945. Correct? And these are the 12 foods that you can see, right? Next is how many leopards are there in India in January 2024? As of January 2024, how many leopards are there? So remember, there was a assessment done and this was the first ever scientific study that reported the population of the snow leopards in India. Right here, snow leopards. How many snow leopards are there? So a total of 718. Fifth option, 718 snow leopards are there in India. The main important thing is not the number that I want to tell you. It is that this was the first ever scientific study that reported the population of leopards, right? Snow leopards, and this was SPAI. What is SPAI? Snow leopard population assessment in India. I repeat, snow population assessment in India, snow leopard population assessment in India, and this was the first ever such kind of scientific study. Which river was diverted for 850 megawatt Rattle hydroelectric project in Jammu and Kashmir? And this question becomes important. Remember, recently it was Chenab river, right? It was diverted through a diversion tunnels in the Kishtawar district of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is a major milestone of 850 megawatt hydroelectric power plant in Jammu and Kashmir that is scheduled to be commissioned by May 2026. Correct? Take a note of this. This was Chenab river. Next, which organization delivered India's first mineral exploration to NDMC? First mineral exploration drone to NDMC. It is Maruth drones, right? Maruth drones. This is a Hyderabad, Telangana based startup company that is Maruth Drone Tech Private Limited. They have delivered their octa-quad coaxial X8 drone. This is the drone that will be used in mineral exploration, right? And it has been recently delivered to NDMC.
NDMC is your National Mineral NMDC, National Mineral Development Corporation. What is the name of the drone? Octa-Quad Coaxial X8. Name of the company Maruth Drones, Maruth Drone Tech Private Limited, right? And it is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company. They delivered their first mineral exploration drone to NMDC. These drones are equipped with magnetometer sensors, hyperspectral sensors, LiDAR technology, and so on. Here you can see Maruth drones delivered India's first mineral exploration drones to NMDC. Next, what is the rank of India in Corruption Perceptions Index? So, what is the rank of India in the Corruption Perception Index? So, India stands at 93 position in the Corruption Perception Index and 93 out of 180 countries with an overall score of 39. Correct? Then remember, India in 2023 was at 85th position, and now in 2022 it was at 85th position. Now in 2023 is at 93 position, right? That means we can say the corruption in India has increased, right? This data was released by which organization? This Corruption Perception Index, it was released by Transparency International, right? Transparency International released the Corruption Perceptions Index, in which the rank of India was 93. This Corruption Perception Index, in this, which country has secured the top position? It was secured by Denmark. Denmark was on the top position, right? Mark this. Then if we talk about Transparency International, who is the Chief Executive Officer? Daniel Eriksson. Where is the headquarter? It is in Berlin, Germany. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.